Mr. President, the President of the Republic of Kenya, I know you're a busy man. I'm not going to disturb you so much. I have a few things I want to inquire from you. Maybe the citizens are complaining and they don't understand the genesis, the roots. Maybe they don't understand the meaning. I want you to answer this question with your political science knowledge, with business knowledge, with leadership knowledge. Of course, you are the leader currently. The question is, according to you, according to your thinking, who is a leader? Who is a leader according to your thinking? What makes somebody to be a leader? And what makes somebody be a good leader? What are the qualities of a good leader? Now, are you a good leader? Are you a good leader? Look at yourself and ask those questions. Are you a good leader? I know you are busy with your family. Actually, Kenyans are disturbing you. You are disturbing me. I'm supposed to have fun with my family. But you are the person, very person, who went through all the 47 counties in Kenya campaigning, promising, and telling us how the other regime failed and how you are going to reinstate the economy of the country. You are the one. You took the mandate. You went sometimes door to door of every region in Kenya. You told them how the regime that has passed, how they have looted, how they have devastated the economy of the country. You're the one. And you said, test me. Are you still testful or you are testless? Now, who do you find yourself? Are you a leader still? Are you a busy leader? A tourist or something else? Who are you? A leader, a captain, a person in front of others who leads the way. Now the question is, where are you leading the Kenyans to? Now that you are on the steering part of this vehicle, where are you driving us to? Now you are the captain and we are in the midst of the ocean. Where are you taking us? Have we lost direction maybe? Are you a leader? A leader who does not listen to the cries, the lamentation of his own people? A leader. Are you a leader? Look at this. Look at where Kenya has come from. All the way. And that's why I love Professor Patrick Lumumba. He says, you know what, young people? Read upon history. You can't fix today without knowing how it was yesterday. Sometimes it is very important for us to understand where Kenya has come from. All the leaders, Jomo Kenyatta, Mwai Kibaki, Uhuru, and you. Look at it. I can't say that it has been easier. Some say the regime of somebody was kinda good. The problems has been there, that leaders does not listen to the affairs of their own people. I think this is where you have learned all this from. All these lies, you have learned from them. You are a president of the Republic of Kenya. Do you remember recently when you had the African Summit? Do you remember how you made a speech which everybody clapped? They said, this is the Africa. Now Africa has begun the journey of waking up. Is this waking up? Let us speak the truth. Now you are coming 2026 and 2025. You're going to toast us, you're going to twist us with the very mere projects, and you're going to show us how beautiful it is going to be once we give you another term to accomplish your own projects. Proudly a leader. A leader who promises things that he cannot fulfill. A leader who cannot listen from the cries of his own people. Let me say this. We have people in those houses whose voices, the voices, unspoken voices, they are crying in those doors. They cannot speak by themselves. They don't know how to pronounce their tears. They don't know how to pronounce the pain they are going through in those houses. Paying school fees, providing the basic needs, not very easy. Who is a leader? A good leader produces good leaders. Look at the leaders that you have, all the way from chiefs. Very corrupt. They cannot solve a mere domestic violence without receiving money. They can't. All the way to the top. Who taught them how to steal? And right now, do you know what, Mr. President? Every other person who wants to get to power, they want to loot. They want to put their hands deep in central bank and come with a balik, because you taught them how to do that. You are oppressing the citizens to a point that now they have to sell their land to those who have money so that they can be kept being oppressed every single time, so that you can keep them begging, please help us, please listen to us. If you really go to church and say Bwana asifiwe, I think that God is also a God of the poor. And I'm sure our God will speak the language that we can understand. Because you have failed to speak the language that we can understand, our God is going to speak that language. Mr. President, how many leaders are you producing? Which kind of leaders are you producing? To call yourself a good leader, you need to have produced leaders. Look at your governors. Look at your MPs. Every other leader wants to be a socialite. Every other leader, starting from all the way you, Mr. President, you want to be seen all the way on the media. I'm traveling to Canada. I'm traveling to USA. I'm traveling to India. I'm traveling to China. You want to be always seen on the media having comedy. And the citizens are on the ground waiting for you, what you promised. The cartels are still devastating the lives of the people, but you have closed your mouth and your eyes for your own affairs. Why did you promise us they're going to work for us? Why did you promise? Why did you take that oath? Why did you promise that the affairs of this country are going to be taken serious and the country is going to move forward? Why have you lost your own responsibilities? Can you imagine that the citizens of this Republic of Kenya are waiting for you, are waiting just to talk to you? They are waiting for your word of wisdom. They are waiting for the promises to be fulfilled. Do you know that? What are you doing for that? Do you know that you are looking for connections of jobs to Lebanon, and you want students who have graduated from university to be the maids in Qatar? Very happy. I'm looking for connections, and the connections, you are connecting a graduate to work as a maid in. You think we cannot create jobs in Kenya? Is that what you think? Is that what you think? That the whole country, Kenya, we are so limited of resources and thinking That we cannot create our own job? There's no jobs in Africa? Are you serious? And you're the president of the Republic of Kenya. You have put a poison in people's mind. Nowadays, people are always arguing about politics. They don't want to come together. In their mind, you have affiliated them. You want them to hate each other. You want to keep them apart for you to keep on ruling. Very busy. These are the Luos. These are the Kikuyus. These are the Kalenjins. These are the Kisis. These are the Luyas. These are the Turukanas. These are the Pokots. These are the Waswahili. Keeping them poor. Keeping them apart. I think we are still slaves because you are still using the colonial method of ruling. Divide and rule still going on, because in the ground they're still arguing about who is going to be who. And the games you are playing, oppressing your own people, the people who entrusted you, the people who trusted you, the people who believed in you. You are a betrayer. You have betrayed them. They trusted you. They knew you're going to stand for them because you claimed to have come all the way from town. Ni kweli kabisa. Mswahili alisema maskini akipata matako lia mbwata. Sasa matako inalia mbwata kwa sababu maskini amepata. We just need to listen. We just need to listen to each other. Sometimes take a break and ask yourself, what am I doing? Sometimes it is healthy for you to take a break, sit and ask yourself, what am I doing? It is not jacaranda people talking. People in the ground are suffering. This is not politics. This is not, you're not on the ground campaigning. These are not campaigns. This is not a, listen, the people on the ground are waiting for you to fulfill what you promised. You are busy. What are you busy doing? Why can't you explain to the Kenyans to understand you then? Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what is making you busy, so that we know our president is somewhere doing A, B, C, D for the benefit of the country, for the benefit of Kenyans. You think it is stupid doctors in the streets, doctors who have been in classes for 7 years. Do you think they're stupid in the streets rioting, protesting? They're not stupid. And it has been there. What is your future plan for this? You think teachers complaining, this is comedy? It's not always comedy. What are you doing about it? Or you will stand as the former president stood and said, if you will not resume back to work, we're going to take all of you home and employ other ones. The other ones will not face the same problem. What do you mean? Life expectancy. What do you mean? The life expectancy is becoming high. Economy is becoming really bad. Prices of goods are becoming high. What about the salaries? Taxes, earn as you pay, pay as you earn, still putting people to be where they are. I'm the president of the Republic of Kenya. When you introduce yourself as the president of the Republic of Kenya, what are you proud of that you're doing for the citizens of the Republic of Kenya when they're crying? How do you feel when you are promising, when you are speaking beautiful words from your mouth, which you doesn't do? How does it feel to you? And what do you think Kenyans are thinking about? You think all these Kenyans are comedians? Let me tell you, I know you want to increase the gap between the poor and the rich, so that the poor will always be poor and the rich will always be rich. I know that is what you're doing. Now that you don't care whether the poor are crying or not, let everybody find their own way. Let me tell you something, just as I said, nothing lasts forever. Every PLO says a good dancer knows when to leave the stage. But then every story has its end. Even the roads, they have the end of the road. Everything has end. Even this life you're living has end. What you do to other people will always radiate, will always come back. If not for you, for your family. These young men outside here are crying. Don't see them rioting in the streets and think that they are chokoras. Don't think when they are crying, when they are selling sweets, they're not pleased about what they're doing. That they're wondering, when are you going to open these loops? They're just doing this, waiting for you to open the loops, which you are still closing and you don't care. We are in a state where we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Kenya will be sold and everybody will be sent away. Maybe, we don't know. What is happening? Mr. President, listen to your people. These are your people. This is Kenya. This is Kenya. You are the president of Kenya by now. Listen to the Kenyans. Listen to the Kenyans. We are not stupid.